Okay. Appreciate it, Ross. All right. Just a quick recap from the game. Obviously, incredibly disappointing, and from a big picture standpoint, just can't seem to play complimentary football. First half defense really struggled offensively. We really were rolling pretty good with limited opportunities, and then just got too much of a hole, and again a slow start, and then second half just can't put it all together right now. But there are some positives for sure. I know everybody looks at the record and that's all anybody thinks about, but there are still some positives. We got a great group of young men, and certainly not the record that we wanted or envisioned or worked for, and so a lot of disappointment. But I'm really proud of these guys for how they've hung in there. This is certainly a tough moment for us, but it'll make us better. And I just really like the response from our guys. This is I really believe this is not what we expected, but I don't think it caught God by surprise. That's just what I believe. And so we'll rally. The open date's coming at a really good time for us, and game-wise, we came through pretty healthy. We'll have some guys that'll be a little limited this week, but we came out of it pretty good shape, big picture-wise. So big week for us as we really reset on what's in front of us. Again, that's what our focus is going to be on, what's in front of us, and just continue to help these players, transform their lives. And again, I don't really know, God's big picture plan, but I do know that He'll use this for good. And I don't have any doubt about that. It might be 20 years from now, one of these players just saying that, hey, here's what happened, and it was the best thing that happened to me, and here's what it taught me. So I don't know, but I do know that God is at work here, and we'll use this opportunity to glorify Him through it. So I'll just continue to help these guys, man. Again, we got a great group of young men, just tremendous, seniors and great leaders that have poured everything into Clemson. And my focus is really just to do what I think I do best, and that's coach, teach, and mentor young men and help them flush this and move forward and focus on what's in front of us. We're not going to win the national championship this year. We've won 3 in 130 years, but that doesn't mean we can't win the season. Doesn't mean we can't finish well, and doesn't mean that we can't enjoy the journey, because that's what this is. It's just a part of the journey, and this is a tough time, but a lot of great days ahead. And the tough times make you appreciate the good ones even more. There'll be a lot of good ones, but I don't have any doubt. Again, this will make us all better. But from a football standpoint, we gotta find a way to put it all together. I mean, we just do. There's a lot of good things and some things, but just consistently getting it all put together has been hard, and football is hard. It's the greatest team sport out there, and getting 11 guys, giving it all they got and getting their job done consistently is where it starts. And we've got a lot of guys that have absolutely done the very best they can do, and sometimes our best isn't good enough. But I believe you should do your best anyway. But again, got a team that's hurting, but I can't even begin to express how proud I am of them for how they've responded today. Probably one of the best team meetings I've ever been a part of. And tough times bring out, good and bad in people. And just really proud of these young men for how they've responded today and their enthusiasm to get back to work tonight and to focus on what we can do. And to learn from what we've already been through and apply it as we move forward. So again, a lot of disappointment and things like that, but we'll build. And for me personally, just hurt for everyone, and wish I could everything would go exactly the way we want, but that's rarely the case. But I absolutely believe that God will use this to make us all better. And so again, injury wise, we're in a good spot. And with that, I'll take any questions you got.
Hey, Dabo, it's Chapel. Just as you kind of look to maximize this season ahead, will you consider any midseason staff changes?
I don't anticipate that. Again, my focus is just on trying to have a great open date and try to kind of reset our goals. And we've got an 8-game season. That's kind of how we have to look at it, and reset our goals on what we need to do. And but we got a bunch of good people here. We got a bunch of great people, honestly, that have worked their tails off. Again, it's frustrating when you don't get the results that you feel like you've worked for, but that's life, and that's football. But we also have accountability, and we all know that we've got a job to do, and it's my job to make sure that we're better. I mean, we certainly have not achieved what we expected to achieve. And again, I don't want to take anything away from opponents, but it's not been what we've worked for. But again, I think everybody here has responded the right way, and we'll lock in and focus on just trying to have a great couple weeks here and see if we can go find a way to win a game, and we'll go from there.
Hey, Coach, it's David. Just as a head coach, and you're looking at this, and it's an open date, do you say, man, we need major changes or we need tweaks? How do you say, how do I get this kind of corrected in a short amount of time?
Yeah, well, I mean, I got to find a way to get our team playing better, starting faster, playing to our potential. There's nobody wants to hear, well, we're a couple plays away here or there. But momentum is a big thing, and just confidence and just a lot of disappointment and all those things. Those are all factors. But we just gotta focus on doing some little things better and putting these guys in position to execute with a little more precision. We've not, and then just finding a way to play complementary football. You got to do what winning takes. I mean, we've lost the turnover margin two games in a row. We're not turning it over. Again, really poor first half defensively. Couldn't get the ball. By the time the offense got the ball, we were down 10-0. So we've played from behind just about every game except for the LSU game, which was probably our that first half, and the second half of Troy's best complimentary stretches we've had. So just trying to get these guys to play better. That's what our focus has got to be, and it starts with us and coaching them, and again, using this as an opportunity to develop them. And there's some definite adversity, but there's also opportunity to teach these guys and equip them as they move forward with their lives beyond Clemson. And so I think that's important too. So there's opportunity in everything. And, mostly I really feel like God's at work with this team. And I'm excited about that. For me personally, I just lean on my fundamentals, man. I just stick to the fundamentals and keep my eyes on the Lord. I believe no matter what, even when it don't make sense. And man, I just don't quit when things don't go the way I want them to go. I know God never says oops, and I've lived that way since I was 16 years old. And, a record doesn't make me flinch or doubt that now. But for our football team, we just gotta find a way to execute our plan to win at a much higher level. And that's on all of us. So, it's a frustrating thing. because we are a talented football team that we have underachieved, and that falls on me. That's just the bottom line. I feel like I've let a lot of people down, especially these seniors. But again, we all got a job to do, and there's accountability for all of us. So we're just going to flush this, man. I mean, that's all we can do right now is completely flush it, bury it, and focus on what's in front of us and the opportunities that we still have. So I don't have any doubt these guys will respond, and I really believe God will use it in a mighty way. And again, I don't know what it'll be. Again, it might be one of these guys 20 years from now dealing with their family or dealing with their business, whatever. But they can look back and say, hey, this was a bad moment. Here's what I learned from it. And so that's just my perspective on it. And, it's just a part of our journey. It's a part of our just Clemson story. It's a pruning season. I mean, that's just what it is. And we'll come back stronger than ever. And as I told our players today, anybody can navigate the wins and victories, but true leaders have to be able to navigate the valleys, and we're definitely in a valley of disappointment right now. And but we'll work our way through it. And there's one thing I can tell you: there's no quitting these guys, and there's no quitting this staff. And certainly haven't gotten the results we want, but we absolutely everything that we need to do better, we can do better. But we got to get 11 guys on the same page more consistently, and we've got to find a way to play complementary football and get everybody pulling on the same side of the rope as opposed to pulling against each other. We've not really been able to do that consistently, and that's been the frustrating part.
Dabo, this is Larry. Seems like it's been a common theme that Cade maybe not seeing the field very well and not seeing open receivers, missing the layups, I guess, is the way you've termed it. Is there not confidence that CV can hit those layups?
Yeah, the other's confidence. There is, and there's confidence in Cade. And, he's still our starter, and everybody's got to be better. Everybody's got to be better. Coaches have to be better. Cade's got to be better. Defense has got to be better. Everybody's got to be better. So we got to all be better. But I definitely have confidence in CV, and again, who knows what the future holds? But where we are right now, we feel like Cade is still our starter.
How much confidence do you have in Garrett as the play caller? I'm just curious for your evaluation of him.
Yeah, those are things you evaluate as you go through the course of a season and certainly into the year. And there's definitely things that everybody can do better on both sides of the ball. But, there's also been a lot of things that have been there that we haven't executed well. And so it's a lot that goes into it. But we got good people, and, we got to all be better. And I love the people that we have. It's my job to help them be better and find a way to go finish strong. And that's what our focus is going to be on.
Considering the current landscape of college football, this is David again, and it's been 4 games. Do you foresee anybody saying, hey, you know what, this will be a good time for me to redshirt and go look somewhere else? Or do you feel like, no, this team's committed to kind of sticking to it?
Yeah, I have no idea, but I haven't seen that. I mean, our guys, like I said, we probably had one of the best team meetings I've ever been a part of, ever. And, like I said, God works in mysterious ways. There's already been a lot of positives that have come from a really crappy situation in a really disappointing time. There's been a lot of positives come from that already that I've seen. But I haven't seen that. I mean, who knows? But I have not seen that in any of these guys to this point.
Any other questions for Coach?
Hey, Dabo, Chapel again. Why do you think the practice results have not been just translating to the field through 4 games, generally speaking?
I don't know. This hadn't quite translated just yet, but we got a lot of games to play, so hopefully hopefully we can play our way out of it. But again, I would say just just execution and disappointment, I think, maybe, and a little bit of failure early, and maybe some guys not handling the noise well. Maybe that has affected them a little bit, playing tight, whatever. But just hadn't worked like any of us wanted.
Hey, Dabo, Steve Reed from the AP. I just wondered, if I can get your reaction to the ACC fining Syracuse for the injury, feigning injuries on Saturday.
I didn't know about this. First I've heard about that. So
They fined Syracuse $25,000 as an organization and kind of reprimanded them publicly.
Well, I don't have any comment on that. That's for the officials and all that stuff. I thought Syracuse competed their butts off, and I thought Coach Fran did a great job, and I really appreciate him. And in fact, that's one of the weird things about a little bit of adversity from time to time. I mean, I've been really blessed by a lot of people that have reached out to me personally that I probably wouldn't have connected with otherwise. I mean, a lot of people across the country, and Fran's one of them, and I just have great respect for him. He called me, texted me, and hey, they earned it. They deserved it. They earned it. They were the better team. They were the tougher team and executed better. And so I don't, like I said, that's the first I've heard of that. I'll let other people be the judge of all that stuff.
We have about 2 more minutes with Coach.
Dabo, it's Andrea Adelson with ESPN. You just said,
Hey, Andrew.
You just said you're confident these guys will respond and there's no quit, and you just had a great team meeting. I'm just curious what you saw in that meeting, or just what you've seen from the guys since that Saturday that gives you the confidence to believe that they will respond in the right way.
Well, they care. I mean, I've been in a lot of locker rooms in my lifetime, and I've had a lot of disappointment, a lot of great locker rooms, but boy, that was there was a lot of pain in that locker room, because these are great kids and they care. They really do. And so you got people who care, they're going to respond. And then just seeing yesterday, I came over to see guys in the training room, and then just listening to our leadership council today. I mean, it really is. It's honestly, it's inspiring to what the future can look like. Just in our country, that you've got young people like this that think the way they do. It's inspiring, and we've got a bunch of great leaders on this team, and then again, our team meeting and comments that were said, and I think we'll come out of it stronger. That's what I think, and looking forward to doing everything I can to help them have the best finish possible, especially these seniors, man. I just appreciate these guys so much, and value their time here. And I'm grateful for them. So, we haven't got the results that we want. We're responsible for those results, but there's a lot of great things that can come out of it for us as a team, a program, and certainly for the young men that are having to deal with disappointment and adversity.